All right, welcome back to Living Ancestor. It's been a while. This is episode 5. We are going to talk about grit, but first we have a special guest, Emma. Say hi.
Hi.
This is Emma's first appearance on the channel, and she is 5 years old.
Number
And
five.
this is episode 5, and the first time she's on here. The first 4, we got the boys and poodles. And for this one, we are going to introduce Emma. And up here for the time capsule video, Ian and Amber, September 15th, 2012. All right, let's get to the video. The kids ran away. So we're going to talk about grit. And this video, I was actually going to do a perfectionist versus optimalist, and how we should strive not to be perfectionists. But this topic of grit is more important. Grit is the definition is mental strength, a unique combination of passion, tenacity, and stamina that enables you to stick with your goals until they become a reality. And I feel like for the kids, for Evan, Noah, and Emma, and for a lot of people, this is going to be a problem or a solution um, as they get older. And I face this myself. You're going to run into times when you're going to fail, or people are going to say that you can't do something, or you're going to have a setback, or you're not going to get a job that you want, or some girl that you ask out is going to say no, or a boy or whoever. You're going to feel failure. And the success, uh, in order to be successful, you have to have grit, and you have to be able to deal with failure and setbacks, and just keep seeing the failure as just a temporary learning experience to get you where you want to go. So you know, what we're going to talk about here is a lot of things that you can do to increase your grit if it's not something that you naturally have, to keep fighting even when you're been defeated, or when you're down, or when you're tired, or when you're about to give up. So the first thing is you delay gratification. And this is linked to or was a major part of emotional maturity. At the age of 45, I'm still working on that. And delaying gratification is important, and being patient. It is essential to getting to where you want to go in life and getting what you want. Um, you have to, you know, uh, put aside the temporary pleasure that you know you're going to get for a greater good. And that is one of the key features of grit. You know what you're doing. The grind is hard, and you see your friends, and you see your coworkers, you see your family members, whoever, going on vacations and doing all these things, while you're over here trying to grind through whatever goal is that you have to get through to get to where you want to go. It's hard, and everybody's gonna be telling you that, you only live once, YOLO, all of this kind of stuff, and not to delay gratification, get the immediate pleasure. But everybody plan on dying, and then they live, and then they live broke, or they live, dependent on somebody else or whatever, because they, well, I'm not gonna live till I, whatever. So they don't have no plans for the future. Well, you know what? Plan for the future, and if you die, who cares? Because you're gonna be dead. Doesn't matter. So delaying gratification, sacrificing, getting to where you need to be takes all of that. You got to figure out what your heart is. Choose your heart. Got this from Rachel Cruz, Dave Ramsey daughter. Choose your hard. So either way is going to be difficult. You got to work hard and get to what you want. That's hard. Or you don't work hard at all, don't delay gratification, and then you're going to be mediocre. You're going to have to depend on somebody or something or the government, for God's sake. Good luck with that. So choose your hard, and figure out which one is more important to you and how you want to live. Um, don't be afraid of making mistakes, looking stupid, feeling stupid. Everybody make fun of you. It's part of the process. You, the best way to learn is to make a mistake and try to figure out how not to make that mistake again. So, it's all the successful people have had some road bump. The great Michael Jordan, you know, arguably the greatest basketball player of all time, depending on who you ask. Um, he couldn't even make his sophomore varsity team in high school because he wasn't tall enough. His friend made it, and and then he goes down as one of the greatest, if not the greatest of all time. They have grit. That's the definition of grit. Not giving up, keep fighting. When you feel like you're defeated, when it starts to get hard, that's when you keep going. And then, believe in yourself. Even when nobody else believes in you, just have that drive, have that focus. You know, you at the end of the day, the only person you got to answer to is the man or woman in the mirror. So you can make all the excuses in the world about my parents this, my boss that, this. I got a raw deal. But in this country, in America, you can do whatever you want to do. So, buckle down, get to work, and get it done because time goes by quick. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and 5, 10 years go by, 20 years go by in the same position. So make a plan, stick to it. Even when it starts to fail, just keep working the steps, keep working the process. What is that? The process. Joel Embiid. Well, they still haven't won a championship, but they're pretty good right now. So, not a basketball reference, right? So, and then, you know, uh, people are gonna have their comments and their opinions. Just stay true to yourself and keep working to where you need to get to, wherever that is. And the last thing, try to keep your emotions in check. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be rough. Life isn't easy. To be successful, it's not easy. You can win the lottery. That's not success. That's not sustainable. You work for it. You're gonna end up keeping it and end up making it grow, making it last. So working hard is part of the human existence. You have a purpose, and it's part of the core things of making someone happy. Is to be productive, keep working, keep improving, keep trying. Failure is an option. It's just another step in the process, and it gets you to where you need to go. All right. So the kids have deserted me, primarily because they were misbehaving, but that's all right. That's part of the process of being a parent. Your kids are going to test you. You try not to lose your cool. You try not to give up and take the short way out and just getting rid of them, or pushing them away or whatever. You work through it, and that's life. And there's a greater reward. You feel better when you do it the right way. As usual, we gonna end with the three do's. Three do's. Um, Show gratitude. Um, be grateful for what you have. Nothing is guaranteed. Nobody's entitled to nothing. Work and get your reward. If you feel like you got a raw deal, just keep working. The boss didn't give you a raise. You didn't get the bonus you wanted. You didn't get the grades you wanted. Keep working. You'll get there. Just don't blame anybody else. Just keep working. And the don'ts: don't do drugs, don't get pregnant, or don't get anybody pregnant until you're ready to have a baby, and know what that means. And then don't owe anybody any money. All right, and that's it. Episode 5 in the books.